Hi everybody, my name's Stephanie. I'm an Australian prep teacher and resource creator. In today's video, we're going to talk about different ways that you can build and strengthen relationships with your students' families. Okay, so one way that you can build relationships with your students' families is to let them know what you're learning about in the classroom. So, I'm a parent of school-aged kids and I enjoy knowing what they're learning about, and I know that other parents are the same. So what we do is on a Monday morning, we film like a 1-minute video, and it's super rough. We're not in the video. It's literally, we lay out some little notes. We might lay out what the big book that we're learning, the sound we're focusing on, lay it out on the carpet, grab an iPad, talk for 1 minute. This is what we're learning this week. You can put in any extra info, like don't forget on Friday there's a casual clothes day or whatever. So we're not spending a long time filming this video. It literally takes 1 minute, and then we just upload it to Seesaw, and that way the parents can see what their child is going to be learning about that week. So I don't want you to get the impression that it's hard. It's really not. It's super easy, but really effective. The second thing that I like doing with my kids is just at the end of the day, I walk out with them and we wait until they see their mums and dads, and I just kind of hang around for a couple minutes, and if there's any parents that need to talk to me, they know they can come up and just talk to me on the spot. Likewise, if there's a message that I think it's worth letting the parents know, I don't tend to call them. I just say to their child, hey, can you tell mum or dad that I just need them for a minute? And I just chat to them on the spot. So yeah, so my parents know that I'm very much open to chatting, and it's also a really great way to deal with any issues, and then you don't have to go and make phone calls later. Another great way to build relationships with your students' families is to use something called Happy Mail. I'll put a picture here. Now this is a freebie, everybody. I'll put a link to it in my store below. But Happy Mail is one of those cute little ways you can communicate with parents. I find that we're really good at giving the positive verbal feedback to the kids. All the time we're doing that. But often we don't relay that to the parents. Often when we're talking to the parents, it's because, something negative has happened. So Happy Mail is something that you could maybe aim to send, to each student like once a term, once a year. It doesn't matter. And it's just a little note that says, something that this child did that made you feel really proud. So, I know as a parent, if I received that, I'll be like, oh my goodness, this is so cute. I'm going to keep this forever. So Happy Mail, it's really great to strengthen relationships with your students' families. And don't forget, it's a freebie, so I'll link it below. The last one I want to say is to involve your students' parents in any goals that they need to work on. So I don't let my parents know about every goal. If they've got a writing goal or whatever, I don't let them know about those. However, if there is something that I've noticed that the student is not doing that the rest of the class are doing, so if they're a little bit behind, just say it could be counting backwards from 10. If you're noticing that everyone's able to do that, but you've got one little student that's not, I would let the parents know that that's what their goal is. Actually write it on a little strip and show the parents. Parents, they will want to help their child. They absolutely will. You could say, this is what we're working on in class, but if you could sort of support it at home as well, that would be great. Maybe on your way to school in the car, you could practice counting backwards from 10, or when you tuck them in at bed, maybe practice then. Parents absolutely want their child to achieve their goals. So if there's something that you're noticing that a student's not able to do and you think, oh, they might need to work on this at home as well, absolutely let the parents know. They will appreciate it. Okay, so just to recap those 4 things that you can do to strengthen relationships with your students' families. Number 1 is maybe think about doing a 1-minute video at the start of the week, just letting the parents know what their child is going to be learning that week. Number 2 was making yourself available to chat at the end of the day, or just dealing with problems at the end of the day. Say to your student, hey, can you go get dad? I just need to chat to him. So letting parents know that you're available. Number 3 was Happy Mail. Don't forget, it's a freebie. I'll link it below. But yeah, it's a lovely way to communicate with the families. And number 4 is to let the parents know when there's a particular goal that their child is working on in class, so that they can support that at home as well. So I hope you find these helpful. So if you can forward this on to any other prep teachers that you know that think might find these videos valuable, I would appreciate that greatly. As always, don't forget to hit like and hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another video.